Egg Bowl memories are a thing that people like to talk about this week, and I always love to hear them because I didn't grow up in it. I mean, I moved to Mississippi in 2010, so I'm getting kind of close to being able to participate in a conversation like this. But you guys are lifers, and there's a lot of lifers in our audience as well. Not games, but 3 specific plays from each of you. Individual plays that stand out to you in the Egg Bowl as your favorites.
Oh, I was about to say favorites. I was going to say it'd be a lot easier to do the ones that I remember because they went against me.
Well, we could do that too if you'd like. They might have some nice crossovers. So 3 specific individual plays that you love the most or that are most memorable to you.
Romero tosses it to Deuce. Deuce rolls out. Deuce throws it back to Romero, goes in for a touchdown.
What year? Do you remember?
2000.
It was the 2000 Egg Bowl.
I was in that end zone.
Romero Miller, you want to talk about a guy that could spin the football. He was, before we had just year after year after year of loaded, star-filled classes in Mississippi, Romero Miller was one of the bigger stars that had come out of high school football in Mississippi at Shannon. He had a teammate in Jamie Armstrong that he played with. They put up massive numbers. I don't know that there has been a quarterback at Ole Miss that has thrown a prettier ball than the ball that Romero Miller threw when he came in.
Born a little too early. We've been dominant in the offenses we run today.
Oh, man.
You know, trying to run a pro-style offense with him. Yeah, I get it. That's a good one for you. For me, I'll go the year before that. Robert Bean on the coverage, kicks the ball up into the air to Eugene Clinton after Mississippi State had already come back to tie the game in the fourth quarter. Leads to Scott Westerfield's 45-yard game-winning field goal. Bulldogs win 23-20.
You know, sometimes in the world in which we live, in radio land, there are spoofs or jingles that are created as a result of things that happen. Rick Mize, who for a really long time was the general manager of the radio station in Oxford, was really good at those. Now, I think even Rick would tell you they were a little corny, they were a little silly, but following the 1992 Egg Bowl, in which 12 plays were run inside the Ole Miss 10-yard line, Ole Miss was leading 17-10 in the game. Mississippi State was driving toward trying to tie or perhaps even go for the win with a 2-point conversion. And there were 12 plays that were run inside the 10-yard line. And they created on the 12 plays of the Egg Bowl, a la the 12 days of Christmas. And the final one was on the 12th play of the Egg Bowl when Ole Miss had 1st and 10. Down on one knee, and that was how it ended. But that was after they put this together. It was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes long. It was, on the first play of the Egg Bowl when State had 1st and goal, and then the Rebel defense said no, and then you had like a radio clip that was plugged in with it. So I know that's not a single play, but that's one of the most remarkable end-of-game sequences that we've ever seen. Ole Miss got a stop and then turned it back over.
Yeah.
Ole Miss got an interception in the end zone that was overturned by a penalty.
Yeah.
And then finally stopped Mississippi State on a 4th down play on the 11th play. And the 12th play in that sequence was a knee to end it and win 17-10. Goalposts came down, snowflakes falling, the whole deal.
It's called the stand.
It was called the stand.
Let's go for me. Let's go 2013. Dak Prescott scores in overtime. State leads.
Do you remember the roar in the stadium when he came out of the locker room?
Yes. And then...
Or into the game, I guess it was.
And then Ole Miss, I think it was like a 3rd down, maybe a 4th down. Bo Wallace scrambles. He's got the 1st down. But Nico Whitley comes up from behind, strips the ball away from him. Jamerson Love recovers it in the end zone, and Mississippi State wins the game.
He doesn't just have the 1st down. He's going into the end zone.
He looks like he's going to score.
There's no question he was getting into the end zone with his momentum until that ball got punched.
And, Nico Whitley saves the day for Mississippi State in that game. Playing on a torn ACL. Didn't
Crazy.
tore it in like week 2 or 3 of the season. Told his coach, I'm going to play. I'll be all right. And played the whole year.
I'm sure he was not all right, but he played all, if you know what I mean. I'm sure every week he was not all right.
Nico Whitley, tougher than a $2 steak.
There you go. Much to the chagrin of Brian Haydad, my third and final play that stands out. 1997. You knew it was coming. I'm sorry. In Starkville, Ole Miss scores a touchdown. They are down 14-13. The Riverboat Gambler, Tommy Tuberville, says we're going for 2. Matt Luke has told the story. He said, we told him we got to go for 2 because we don't have anything left in us. You got one more play out of us. And they went for that one play, and Stuart Patridge finds Corey Peterson just across the goal line. He throws it low. If he doesn't throw it low, the ball gets batted away. Corey Peterson, right just across the goal line, kind of goes down to a knee, cradles it. Ole Miss wins it 15-14. They had to kick off after that, but they're able to get stopped in the game. Just a few seconds left on the clock at that point. The Rebels win 15-14 in Starkville.
Gross.
And then a Jim Beam bottle came flying in the direction of my head.
Sorry.
I was sitting in the Mississippi State student section.
At least it wasn't a bell.
Yeah. It wasn't mine.
Good. Thanks.
But I would have.
I know you would have. And if you had missed, you'd have found something else to throw again.
Yeah, it's got to be a play on the field.
I'm curious to know what you're getting at, so no.
1998, drinking champagne and taking a picture under the Arch of Champions.
Yeah, that's not a play.
As Mississippi State clinches a spot in the SEC championship game, the SEC West Championship. Bulldogs win 28-6 in Oxford. Totally dominated the Rebels that day.
When did you know that one was over?
When DeCenzo Miller had that screen pass that he scored on. And it made it 21-6. I was like, all right, we got him.
Was that the biggest Mississippi State crowd at a game in Oxford?
That or 2010 would have been a
Tens was big. I remember that.
A lot of State fans in that one.
You could hear the maroon white chant from my friend's house miles away.
There's a play in that game. Arcito Clark absolutely decleating Jeremy McGee on that long screen pass to Ladarius Perkins. I remember watching that play and just grabbing my buddy. I was like, uh-oh. Because I could see him peeling back. I was like, he's gonna get somebody.
Would that be an illegal crackback now?
It would absolutely be an illegal crackback now. But in 2010, total.